Just about every trash bag should be right there. Right there, baby. That is where you stinking belong. Man, you piece of garbage. That is definitely where that thing belongs. Probably not going to be able to kind of keep this to the point. So, this looks like it's my Traxxas X-Max body. I mean, it kind of is. It is my X-Max body, but this is my poor man's XRT conversion. If you look under there, there is an XRT chassis underneath, and it is clipped in. Now, do I know that this is going to work? No, I don't, but I'm willing to give it a shot. So this is my Traxxas X-Max body. It is sitting on my brand new Traxxas XRT, or should I say the poor man's, Traxxas. You guys, oh, you're killing me here. So it's sitting on the XRT chassis. It is clipped in. Obviously, that obviously makes sense. You can see it's clipped in because the measurements are literally the same. The measurements are basically the same. So I'm going to show you what's going on here. So you can definitely, unclip it. And this is going to fall apart probably like a Lego. Oh, no way, it's staying together. Okay. So this is the XRT chassis. So what I did is I individually bought the pieces. This is the piece right here. So watch, I mean, it literally falls apart. This is just held together by hopes and dreams. This is the piece that I got from Hobby Quarters. I got this, and I got obviously these two pieces here. This I got from Traxxas. When I was talking to Earl, because I know that he has the Traxxas manual, I went on Traxxas' website, right? Because I was thinking, all right, so in order to do an XRT conversion, is this even possible? So I started doing like parts reference numbers and all that stuff. But the problem is that not having an XRT and literally Traxxas not putting the XRT online yet, I have no actual way of knowing how the XRT goes together. Screw sizes, all that stuff. So some of it's kind of a guess. But I do have an X-Max, and online, the X-Max has a manual. So you can at least go to Traxxas and view the X-Max online. Well, the problem is, I think because the XRT is so brand new, yeah, there's an issue, man. So talking to Earl Moorhead, you should have seen that video hopefully today. He did a video showing this piece, well, showing technically this piece right here and what's going on here. So this part in the manual, which is this piece right here, Traxxas part number 7720. So if you put an X there, basically what it does is it gives you this piece and this piece together as like a unit, right? Well, you can buy this unit for $5. So because this is a known breakage piece right here, I figured, okay, I'll buy 4 of them. I'll buy 2 for my X-Max, and I'll buy 2 for this conversion. Because it said right in the manual, meaning the manual cover, the manual pages that Earl took a picture of so that I could figure this out. And going online, when you do like the cross-reference thing, when you look up this piece online, Traxxas shows that that piece is an XRT piece, but it's not. So here's where the issue lies, and this is where it's kind of frustrating. So I'm going to put this down for a second. I'm just going to show you what's going on here. So it's like I said, it's like putting a Lego together here right now. Because nothing's bolted. It's all just being held together by hopes and dreams. So like I said, this is just what I'm calling my poor man's conversion. So everything fits together, right? Well, something that was noticed was right there. What do you see? So between right here and right here on the XRT, the XRT's piece has something that bolts into these two locations right here. So when you see the X-Max, the difference in the shock tower and the X-Max, basically this is looking at it right here. Here's the front shock tower. You have the upper support for the servo, the servo saver and all that junk that's in there. The upper, I think they call it an upper servo mount. So you can see that those holes are there and there. Well, it's different because this is the X-Max. Well, obviously that's not going to work. I mean, I could probably put it together, but you're missing an integral part that bolts this down to that bulkhead. There's nothing else that's going to keep this down. This is basically floating right now other than with the pins. So this is going to be like a weak point. There's going to be more flex. Bolting this down to the upper bulkhead is what is needed. So Traxxas' manual is wrong. So is it online. It's also wrong. But the whole point was to, since I had such bad luck with this thing, every single time I took this out, I figured, all right, fine, I'm done with the X-Max. I'm just going to go ahead and create my own, like, X-Max RT. Well, it's kind of basically like what I was calling it. Because, you know, like Dodges, right? Dodges have the RT version, right? So this is an X-Max RT. And when you think about it, it's X-Max. It's two X's, right? And it's just XRT, so it's kind of just a shortened version of X-Max XRT. So it's an XRT. Or it's an X-Max RT. Something like that. So I was trying to figure it out. I've got a plethora of parts. This is obviously going to be an issue. I did have to buy the rear shock towers, the front shock towers, because that matches the front bulkhead lower, the lower bulkhead, and the lower rear bulkhead, which is part of where you have the motor mount. So I did go to Hobby Quarters, so you can see right there the rear halves for the XRT for $10.99, part number 7838. And then you had this one, which was the front lower bulkhead for the XRT of $15.99. And then I did buy this piece. Now, this is the reason why I actually... no, I'm sorry. This is the reason why I went there. I went there for this, but then realized I needed to also get this as well. So we got that. Then, inside this box right here is the other stuff other than the chassis. So I got the center chassis also from Traxxas. So then I've got, you know, all the other things that I needed. I ordered all extras of these because supposedly these were the right ones and they're wrong. See, they're missing the bosses. There's supposed to be 2 screw bosses right there. I have the lower skid plate. So that is part number 7837. That's the bag for the chassis. So that was 7822 for the big chassis piece. It's that center chassis right there. I also ordered this, which maybe this is the chassis. No, this is definitely not the chassis. Bulkhead rear lower, so 7827. And then I've got this piece right here, 7844. That is the skid plates, both front and rear. I ordered steering blocks because these were supposedly upgraded. So 7836. Oh, God. Parts are going, everything's going in the trash. I got this here too. That was the 7720. That's that piece right there. I had to get this piece, which was 7820, which is the servo mount, bulkhead, and chassis cover. So it has kind of, I guess, all the pieces that you need there. So I was hoping that was going to be good. Then I got this right here, which was the motor mount tie bar for the front and rear. So the motor mount tie bar, I got that. That is 7716. I got this piece right here, which is 7847, which is the steering horn servo linkage, steering 48 assembled with pivot ball. So I did get that. How come that doesn't seem right? No, that's right. Okay, never mind. I was just thinking that was a piece I needed. So if I don't need it, I don't need it. Next, I got this right here. This is 7843. It's the steering bell cranks. So servo saver and the spring and the tie rod that goes in between it. So yeah, so we got that. And I also got this. This was 7852, and this was the carriers, both front and rear. And that is, both left and right for the rear. So 7852. Just because I was thinking, you know, things were going to be upgraded with the XRT. And then I did go ahead and get this. I don't know if I need it or not, but I got it anyway. So that's 7897. That was the steering rods. So then this is the upgraded piece. This is the upgraded piece right here. 7832. So these are the caster blocks or C-hubs. So, and this is also left and right. This is a revised part that is both for the XRT and the X-Max. Now, a lot of these parts, or some of these parts, were also for the X-Max. So obviously these rear hubs, X-Max also, but it's also XRT. I got this right here because I figured, all right, 7819, this is supposedly the XRT. Oh man, does that not have all the pieces in it? Oh, it doesn't, does it? Oh, Traxxas, you guys are sneaky. It doesn't have all the pieces. Oh my God. All right, 7819. So I'm going to have to go to Hobby Quarters for that. And then I just got this because I ended up losing one of them on my X-Max, and I figured, it was only like $2 or something like that. So it's like it's like 8 clips or something, 6 clips, 6 clips, 7757. And I think, yeah. And then I got this too. Probably didn't need it, but this is the bushing for the drive shaft. It's just supposed to help keep some of the garbage and material from getting into the gears. So that's the piece right there that goes, I believe, right in there somewhere, like in the under part. So that is the plan. I can only go just so far at this point in time. So what I will do is I will assemble or start to assemble the parts that I have. Start taking apart my X-Max. I'll take the electronics out, tires and wheels off. I already have because then the other deal was this right here. So when I bought the X-Max, or when this kit came out, I pre-ordered it. So I got it in the green. So, I mean, it has like stuff that I need. So everything in here is effectively going to, even though it's, you know, wide max kit, that's what the XRT is. The XRT is the wide kit. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this all on this truck. So the only thing I think this came with springs too or something, right? Yeah, it came with springs, so I don't have to worry about the springs. So I can just use the regular X-Max springs for now. The other thing that I may have to do is I may have to get the shock shafts. So if I got the shock shafts, that would work. I could potentially still use the same shock bodies. It's just that you know what I'm saying? Like the stroke is going to be a little bit different. The stroke will be a shorter stroke, obviously, because the shaft is going to be shorter, but it can still stay inside the tube. Do you know what I'm saying? So it'll never bottom out. It'll hyperextend, but it won't bottom out. So these are literally the thoughts that I'm having with my poor man's, I'm calling it the poor man's XRT. That's basically, I think that's what the series is going to be called. I think I'm just going to call it the poor man's XRT. And we'll see, like, is it going to make me poor? Because I kind of think it will, man. I really do. I kind of think that this little project that I'm undertaking here is probably going to make me poor. So, because the other thing that I don't have is I don't have the tires, but I wasn't really considering the XRT tires anyway. Because this thing and me just never got along, I figured I would try to at least kind of give it another shot. And this could literally be an expensive rabbit hole that I'm kind of traveling down. And with the issue that I just came across because of this deal right here, it's already giving me a bad taste in my mouth, man. Come on, Traxxas, man. Get your act together because you just screwed me. So anyways, this is RC Guy Garage, and it looks like I'll have to take another ride over to the Hobby Quarters. And yes, every time I go to Hobby Quarters from now on, I will have this device. I will be doing walkarounds. I'll be doing showing sales. I'll show the train. I'm going to have a good time going to this place. Because if you think about it, I need to make the trip worth it. And it is worth it going to the store. It is. But I need to make it worth it in content as well, because it's 2 hours. And you know I'm going to be there for an hour at least, just in the shop. Unless they kick me out. Who knows? I don't think they'll kick me out, though. But anyways, next time I go into Hobby Quarters, hopefully I'm on there. On the big screen, and not that who's that guy on there? Kevin Tabert or something like that. What's that guy's name? Kevin Tabert? Nah, Kevin Talbert was obviously on there, but come on, guys. Hobby quarters, you got to get some, you got to get the American side over here. You got to get, come on, you need the accent. You need the Bostonian in there. So, I think it was funny. Kevin Talbot, he was on the stinking big screen in the, I mean, and rightfully so. He is, you know, probably one of the more popular YouTubers that does RC content and all the stuff that he's doing right now. So he's having a good time, and that's the whole point. You see the smile on my face. Obviously, you know I was joking around with, hey, why is that guy on there? Who's this guy on here? Why is that guy on here? I'm supposed to be on that. I'm supposed to be on there. I really don't care. He's, like I said, he's out there to have a good time, and so am I. Just like everybody else. Everybody else on this planet. I mean, not everybody, but I think we all try to have a good time. So that's the announcement. Trying to go ahead and create my poor man's XRT. And like I said, I really kind of have a suspicion it's going to cause me to be poor. It's not that I'm saving money, because I don't think that's what's happening here. Just my X-Max, man. Just that thing and I never got along. So who knows? Maybe it'll be trash bag XRT or XRT. I don't know. I might have to come up with something different for it, because if this thing technically does not turn into a trash bag, if I can take the trash bag out of it and make an XRT, that might be the ticket. So if you're interested in watching the series, you know what to do. There is going to be a playlist. It's going to be called Poor Man's XRT, just like the title of this video. And this is episode 1. I'll probably pick this up tomorrow morning, because I don't know if you got to look at the time, but you can see what time it is right there. It's a little late. So, yeah. So I might be going to sleep and wake up tomorrow morning and restart this over. So, yeah. I don't know how to... I'll do the quick whip. This is where we're sitting right now. I should just put that under there. Kind of like as a as a little prop. The other thing too I wanted to say about this, so these crawlers, Traxxas does have like a stand. Don't get the stand. The reason why I'm saying that, because this is a mini crawler, and the stand, what it is it allows you to sit both pumpkins, both front and rear axles, into this little stand here. The reason why I don't agree with that is because where's my battery? I got a battery that I've been using. Where did it go? Yeah, these aren't all LiPo batteries all stacked up. You're just not seeing what you think you're seeing. There's a battery there. I know, this is all a pile. But look, half of it's clean. Just where's the battery that I was using? Right, I'll be right back. I somehow kind of feel that that's kind of more appropriate. So that is a truck box. It's kind of cool. It's a diamond plate truck box, I think from Tractor Supply? Tractor Supply. It was a diamond plate truck box from Tractor Supply. And what I'm going to tell you is, obviously on that center section right there, stop relying on your suspension. Let your suspension droop, because with these springs being as weak as they are, you will end up with spring sag, premature spring sag. So make sure you prop up that center section, and do not use the Traxxas double foam thing. It's definitely not a good idea. Just figure out a piece of foam, or maybe get like a truck box like that. So anyways, so this is my order list right here. These are the parts I ordered from Traxxas the other day. And the major offender, that piece right there, which says upper front bulkhead 7720 for $5. And you can see I ordered 4 of them. I ordered 4 of them because, well, that's what was needed at the time. Because what I was thinking, not only am I converting my Traxxas X-Max over to a XRT, or the poor man's XRT, it was gonna hopefully be kind of like a combination kind of deal. Because I'm obviously going to use the body. I'm going to use the tires. I'm not sure if I'll use these tires or not. I might. I was going to use the shocks. If this didn't work, I was going to change out the shock piston to give me a shorter stroke. It would still drop it down, and I might have to change out the springs. But I was thinking, so if I leave these springs in there with the wider arms, I was thinking maybe it would work out. I don't know. There's a little bit of stuff to do. Here's the chassis. Obviously, you can see I got a couple parts from Hobby Quarters right there. Hobby Quarters in Foxborough. They provided me with the front lower They provided me with the front lower bulkhead, which I needed, and also the front and rear shock towers, which I didn't realize that I was going to need. I kind of suspected that I was going to need it just because I knew that things changed, because all of these parts right here, with the exception of that piece right there, which you can see is not correct, being part number 7720 is incorrect for the XRT. It may fit, but there's no bolt holes. So nothing is going to mount this center section right here as a support to that brace. Is it necessary to have? Yeah, it is. There's a reason why Traxxas made it like that. Traxxas made it like that because there's a reason. So I'm thinking, with the way this is looking, something else is mounting into there. That's what I'm thinking to myself, and I believe it has to do potentially, maybe, with this piece right here, and it does. So in order for this piece to work, and this piece to work, which is the servo mount bulkhead cover, I have to have those two bolts bolting into there that bolt into that brace. So that's not going to work. That's where I'm at right now. I'm going to go ahead right now and place a call to Traxxas. Hey, guess what? Traxxas, you can still call. That is a major, major positive. It is Sunday. Today is Sunday. I'm going to be that second phone call to Traxxas to say, hey, you know, here we go. Earl Moorhead obviously did a video discovering those issues, and I'm going to do a backup kind of like video and phone call. I already emailed them with my concerns. I didn't get any response back because I'm assuming that because it's not tech, I believe tech support probably is off today, being Sunday. So today is November 20th. I'm going to go ahead and give Traxxas a call right now, and we're going to see if we can get this resolved. So I might actually, I think this phone... Oh, the battery strength is actually pretty good. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and place a call to Traxxas. So I'm going to go on here on my computer. I'm going to see if I can locate how to contact them. Support. Go to support. Look at that. Get help now. 1-888-TRAXXAS. So I'm going to go ahead and give that a shot. All right, so here we go. Let's see if I can go ahead and close down the Traxxas phone lines just like I did with Horizon Hobby. Somehow I'm being blamed for the fact that Horizon Hobby no longer accepts phone calls, and that ain't the case, guy. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and call Traxxas. It's 1-888-TRAXXAS, so TRAXXAS. So I'm going to go ahead and give them a call right now. 1-888-TRAXXAS. You can see how many times I dial a phone number.
Thank you for calling Traxxas. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it at any time during this message.
I actually don't.
If you are a dealer, press 1. For the parts department, press 2. For technical support or general customer assistance, press 3. For assistance with our electric products, please press 1. For assistance with our nitro products, please press 2.
Number 1.
There are 0 callers in the queue.
Nice.
This call may be monitored and recorded for training and quality assurance purposes.
Perfect. So now I don't have to say it. Because I was literally going to say that. So they've already told me. They already did the one-party consent deal, or two-party consent deal, whatever the heck it is.
Traxxas support, this is CJ. Can I have your zip code, please?
02360.
You said 02360?
Correct.
All right, what can I help you out with, Timothy?
So I placed an order, I think it was on the 14th of this month, and when I received it, 4 of the parts that came in are incorrect for the model.
Okay, are you talking about on the 16th E-Revo?
Nope. No, let me see if I
That's
can
the last thing I see here.
pull up my order. So I didn't buy anything that's 16th E-Revo. So you might have the wrong person.
Okay, give me just a moment here.
Yep.
You said you called up recently?
No, I didn't call recently. I placed an order recently. I think it was like, I think it was on the 14th of November. I mean, I could be wrong.
Alrighty. Do you have that order number?
That's what I'm looking for. So I know I'm logged in here. Where do I find my orders? Let's see.
Your order number would be something given to you in an email.
Right. But online, shouldn't my order, customer number, and all that stuff show up as well?
It does, yes. The orders that you place online aren't going to attach with that. They're 2 separate accounts.
Oh, okay. All right, so let me pull up my email account real quick. All right. So you said my order number?
Correct, yeah.
89481.
And give me just a moment here.
Yep.
And are we just trying to see the status of it, or what's going on with this order here?
No, I received it, but 4 of the pieces that I ordered are incorrect.
Okay, give me a moment here.
Yep.
All right, looks like I have a mount, tie bar front and rear, servo horn, steering linkage.
Right. Do you want me to just tell you?
Bell, crank support, and then skid plate.
Yeah. Do you want me to just tell you which one is wrong?
Yeah. What was wrong here?
So 7720. So what I'm doing is all these parts that I bought are for the XRT, and the front bulkhead upper, which is item number 7720 out of the manual, is incorrect because this one is missing the bosses that attach to the front shock tower.
It's just so that 7720 is just the bulkhead by itself.
Correct.
And it's just the upper bulkhead.
Correct.
You're saying it's missing what?
So it's missing the bosses that attach the front shock tower, as well as the what is this called? It's the upper. So 7820, the servo mount bulkhead cover. So that cannot be attached to 7720 because 7720 is for XMAX, not XRT.
No, the 7720 is also for the XRT.
Right. So with the old stock, which is what this one is apparently, there's no bosses that connect that. So with the XRT, there was an additional set of bosses that are in the mold, and they're not on this part. So in the XRT, it's there, but on this part that I received, it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like if you compare the two?
I'm having an issue trying to understand what you're explaining to me here, because that upper bulkhead is... It's just a solid piece. Like,
correct.
Are you saying that it's not the way it's supposed to look?
Correct. It's not the same piece. I mean, if I match it up to the XRT, it's missing the bosses that connect to the top servo mount and the shock towers. You know what I'm saying? Because this is XMAX. And even though I know that maybe your computer is saying XRT and XMAX, you guys must have a revised part that just wasn't sent out to me.
No, they use the same bulkhead there.
Okay. The problem is that my XRT one is not the same. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it to you that this is the wrong part, that Traxxas revised the part for the XRT, which is going to be cross-platform for the XMAX as well. Do you know what I'm saying? You know how, like, you guys will have one piece that fits 2 models, and there may be a set of screws or a set of holes that are not functional for the model, even though it fits the part, fits the model? You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but it's the exact same bulkhead, though. Like, it's not a revised piece or anything like that.
Okay, so when I match up the brand new piece that I received from you guys and the brand new piece from the XRT, when I notice that there's 2 mounting positions missing on the new part that I received versus the XRT, how do I handle that?
I mean, if you want, I can take photos to kind of see what you're talking about here. I'm kind of confused on what, on how that's the case, because again, it's the exact same part. I'll take photos though if you want to show me what you're talking about.
Yeah, absolutely. How do I?
Give me just a moment here. The email I have on file is rcguygarage@gmail.
Correct.
Okay. Give me a moment here.
Yep.
Alrighty, I just sent that email out.
Okay.
Okay, so aside from the bulkhead, what else is wrong here?
That's it, because I ordered 4 of the same parts, and they're all wrong.
And you're saying all 4 of them are incorrect?
Yeah, they all are for the XMAX, not the XRT. So, let me just shoot you. Let's see here.
Okay. Yeah, I went ahead and sent that email. Go ahead and reply to that with those photos. I'll go ahead and review those. I'll have a couple other people take a look at them too, just that way, you know, we make sure that we're seeing everything right here.
Right.
And then I'll give you a call back from there. Does that work?
Yeah, that's fine.
Alrighty, sounds good.
All right, what was your name? CJ, thank you.
Of course.
All right.
All right, have a good one.
You too. Thank you. All right, so that was very kind of tough to explain because obviously what he's seeing is he's seeing a visual representation of it. He sees that it says X-Max and XRT, so he's going to remain solid with what he knows, even though I have photos of both pieces. So I'm going to shoot those over to him right now, and obviously that should help rectify the issue that we're having right now. The issue. It's not an issue, it's just kind of a bummer, man. Let's see. Let's see. On my computer, I know I heard the email come in. So on my computer, there should be a brand new thing here somewhere. All mailboxes. See, I even sent them an email. To report a problem with Traxxas. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I see that right now. What's funny is it came up something weird. It came up CY Price. I thought he said his name was CJ. That says CY. Doesn't that say CY? Alright, well, here we go. I found it. Alright, I'm going to do a screen record. Skip countdown. Alright, so we got CY Price here. He said his name was CJ, I thought. So I'm going to go ahead and reply with the two photos. So I'm going to go ahead and hit attach. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and hit attach. Get that out of there. Attach a file. And we have got this one. And then hit attach again. Attach file. Attach this one. And I'll say second photo clean part. Second photo clean part. Ordered is the ordered part. Ordered part I received. And go ahead and hit send. So weird. Look at this. So why does it have a little circle on there? What is that? What does that mean? You see that? I'm confused. Oh, the GOPRO. Wait a minute. Look at what it's doing. What the heck is it doing? Why does it have like me on there? Dude, that is so weird. What? Look at that. Why is that doing that? Do you see the little circle right there? What the heck is that? Alright, so anyways, I'm not sure. It says please allow 24 to 48 hours to correspond. So, and I just responded like within line. Hopefully this is going to work out, so. It might be because screen record is on. Oh, that's why, because my screen record is on. Whoops. Yeah, I don't know. Alright. So my screen record is still on. There we go. Alright. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. So hopefully this is going to get resolved. That was obviously kind of hard to communicate that, like I said, because obviously, you know, what I'm saying is that I'm trying to explain that this piece right here, okay, that connects into this part, okay? So it connects into there. So that piece connects into there, but if there's no bosses, if there are no bosses on that, I'll just take this apart. If there are no bosses for that connect to, yeah, watch. I'll just show you right here. I'll show you real time, guy. So I'll actually take this piece right off so you can see it. I have to go back on quick here. And that. All right, so how do I get back to quick? All right. It's not going to show my preview. Damn it. All right, well, I'm going to have to rely on this. So here's the piece, right? So this is the 7720. This is the 7820, okay? So I'm going to open up this pot so you can see what I'm talking about. So this piece right here, right? Technically, this piece basically goes onto this, okay? See what I'm saying? Like it goes onto here. So see? See how you have those holes that line up on the bottom there? And see how you have these parts that go there? Well, there's nothing there. There's nothing literally there to connect to. So when I assemble this all together, right? Because obviously this part goes here. This is not, you know, I'm not being an idiot here. I do know what I'm talking about. And that's why I'm saying with Traxxas, they are trained a certain way to be solid in their speaking. That's what happens. That's how a company needs to kind of be. They need to be the experts because they are the experts, right? Well, the problem is I'm also an expert. Okay? That's where it lies. That's where the problem lies. So can you agree that there's no mounting position? I think you can. Right? You can agree. How can I put holes in there? How can I put screws in there if there's nothing for it to bolt to? So that means this piece right here that I got would be loose. See what I'm saying? Like everything interconnects except for the fact that I can't bolt it down. When I go ahead and throw screws in there, there's nothing to screw it to. So that's what I'm trying to explain to the guy. You know what I'm saying? So right now, this is where this video is going to end. Hopefully Traxxas will something, I don't know. Hopefully they'll respond and have a clearer kind of resolve. He said he was going to call me back. He said he was going to review the photos, but I really don't know what that means, man. Emailed them right away, but that thing where it says, please allow 24 to 48 hours. I'm just hoping the guy is cool and he sees it and he's like, all right, man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, my bad, dude. It's the only thing that I could see was my photo, my stock photo. So even when you look at the manual, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull up the manual. So this is what's great. So that's why I was saying this is like a collab between Earl Moorhead and I. So I had asked him to send me the photos of this right here. Okay. So when you scroll in or when you zoom in, you can see, right? Oh, this is the rear. Crap. Not on that one. This one, guy. So when you zoom in, right, because obviously you can see the bulkhead, 7820, I think that's the bulkhead, or 782, yeah, okay, sorry, 7828. That's that lower front bulkhead. Then when you look at that piece right there, that's 72, you know what? All right, so what I'm going to do is jump into this photo right here. So this is where it gets tough. So zoom in right there. You can see 7828. That's the piece that I got from Hobby Quarters. That's literally right there. I drove 100 miles and 2 hours to get 7828. 15 bucks, okay? Now, if there was a 7828X, that would be both that piece and the 7720. But that's when it's an X Max. 7827, I think. Well, whatever it is. 7828, that's XRT. 7720 is X Max, not XRT. Even though online it shows that that piece is the correct one, it's missing the parts. So those two screws right there, see the 4x16? Says 4x16 BCS. Those two screws right there that it's pointing to go through that piece, which then attach to this piece, which is 78, I think 39. Yeah, 7839 as two pieces. Those screws go down into that, or actually it goes into that first, 7820. 7820 goes into 7839, which then goes into 7720, and that's where the discrepancy is. So now when I zoom into this, I'm guessing this is a stock photo that they just pulled up, and that's the part that he saw. Now, the other part that he saw was this. So when I go over to Traxxas, so you type in Traxxas right there, type in Traxxas, go onto Traxxas's website. So when you go on to Traxxas's website, right? So you can see we're obviously on Traxxas's website. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down to, I'm going to go to menu, parts and accessories, parts finder. This is how I got all my XRT parts, between this and Earl's photos. Because what I needed to do is I needed to figure out what parts was I going to need to convert my X-Max over to an XRT. So then it says select your model. Obviously, it's all the way down the bottom. XRT, because it's like the last lettering. And there's Sammy. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hey?
Can you hear me?
Yes?
Okay. Where are you?
I'm in home.
Okay, can you come to the market? My truck is doing the thing again.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. That's weird.
There should be that little white box.
Okay.
Should be on my coffee table.
Yep.
If you need